Right, here we go, set for a super light incorporated with our 125 GP 250 mono class, so it's 2 grids, but same start, so they'll use the same set of lights, 2 different grids. And Richard Markham Barrett on the Kramer there, he's starting from pit lane, so a little bit of drama there. He is not starting on the grid there, but we have everyone all there, the Honda medical car there. Sirens are on and the lights are on, ready to go. So Jacob Stroud off pole on the Kramer, Dennis Charlotte on the Wobbly in second place with Scotty Finlay there. And that was a good start from Jacob Stroud on the Kramer. So he will down into turn 1. And a brilliant performance from Jacob yesterday on the Kramer. Lost all his data off his dashboard there and didn't have a pit board from the team, so just had to go out and ride his own race and use markers and whatever he could find, and still won a brilliant race. So it's brilliant to see how good Jacob Stroud is getting at NZSBK level, and he leads them ahead of Chris Huddleston through the S's. So Dennis Charlotte back in 4th place. He'll have to quickly negotiate a few riders if he wants to get after Jacob out in front. And he's really going to have to start winning some races, Spider, with 24-point lead for Jacob Stroud in the championship. Dennis is going to have to start winning some of these races.
Yes, it looks like we've got a bit more reliability. I did understand they had ignition issues down the South Island and probably have changed the ignition system on this 2-stroke. And he's just got to whittle away that points lead. But right now, sitting in 3rd place, it's not doing him any favours. He still will get 18 points in that, 25 points, 20 points, and then 18 for 3rd, or was it 16 for 3rd? So that's a bit of a deficit, but just keep on plugging away. And great to see Lizard Racing supporting Jacob Stroud, and of course the Eurobike team, Don and son Rodney O'Connor. Don and Rodney were very much involved with Robert Holden and a number of other riders over the years, and they've sourced this Kramer from Germany. A beautiful looking motorcycle, beautiful riding motorcycle, but of course the rider's still got to ride it. And Jacob Stroud, former New Zealand Superlight champion, I think it was about 3 years ago, has certainly got the credentials. And coming of his age, I think he's already came of his age, but he's been around the scene since he was a baby, of course, with Andrew Stroud, 9 times Superbike champion, his father. One of the 3 Strouds out there racing, Jacob, Jesse and Caleb. So he's now got about 100 metres, so he's just going for that points and possibly a lap record. We're going to have to look at the lap records. The Formula 3 lap record is a 1:10.834. The 125 GP is a 1:13.526. I don't think we're going to eclipse that. I don't have a name for the 125 GP, and of course the 125 GP now has evolved and includes the 250 monos. A huge discrepancy in terms of CC, but of course one's a 2-stroke and one's a 4-stroke, and that's the way the world's going and has for a number of years. The 125 Grand Prix disappeared off the face of the earth, but it's still certainly a healthy class. And we saw 3 or 4 years ago just the solo 4-stroke entry. Now it's probably nearly 50-50, Brad.
Yeah, absolutely. It was used to just be some homemade 250s, but now full on the D6 Motorsport teams bought 2 Calex Moto 3 style bikes, and they are sitting there in 2nd and 3rd at the moment. So the Beagles Racing team with Jason Hearn on board, he's out in front of the 125 250 Mono, and that's where they're heading at the moment. So the Beagles Racing team just ahead of this 125 GP 250 Mono. So good stuff to see Jason Hearn up there, the Beagles Racing team. That's the IM 250 with a 250cc 4-stroke motocross engine inside a homemade frame. So it's great to see them out there and doing it, and ahead of the 2 Factory Moto 3 Kalex style bikes. So that's the 125 250 Mono podium at the moment.
Local made frame too, made in the your hometown, Palmerston North. I think it's Scotty Griffiths built those chassis, and the work of Steve Bagshaw over the years to put this bike onto the track has been outstanding. Great to see 2 bikes back on the track after one had a DNF yesterday. I saw them taking it off the trailer and they had to lift the back wheel. It was almost like it was seized up or whatever. I don't know what the problem was, but it's great to see them back out there. What are we doing in terms of lap times and how close to the lap record? I'm going to look at the 125 GP lap record. It's a 1:13.526, just waiting for my screen to refresh. We have had it changed. That gives me the information every 25 seconds. So the first of the 125 GP bikes is Jason Hearn on a 1:15.284. Jacob Stroud, a 1:11.880. So a little way off lap record time, a 1:10.834 from Nathaniel Diprose. Is he up there at the moment? No, Nathaniel Diprose on the track.
No.
So he'll be sitting there. His lap record is still intact as we see the lead bike going down the centre straight, that beautiful Kramer. 2 Kramers out there. I think this one's a 690, the other one's about 890 or 800cc. a little bit more highly strung, and that's in the hands of Richard Mark and Barrow. The battle for second place between Chris Huddlestone and Dennis Charlotte is just keeping on going. Here's Dennis, he's got the 2-stroke versus the 4-stroke. A little bit more power down the back straight as they come out of Higgins there. They're pretty evenly matched. So here comes Dennis Charlotte. There's about 2 bike lengths in it. They head into the Go Media corner. Fighting all the way go with 5 laps to go after Jacob Stroud crosses the start-finish line as he's just done there. Now into the 12, so he's slowed off a little bit. Has he got a pit board out there? Not too sure. Oh, he'll have his lap timer on there. He'll know what's going on. He's just got to run his own race. Of course, he can look over his shoulder. So he's got a lead of about 4.3 seconds, 32 thousandths of a second across the start-finish stripe between first and second. Here comes that change, possibly there, Brad, through the infield. Not quite there. Dennis Charlotte trying on the inside there, trying on the outside. He'll try everywhere, won't he, this boy?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Dennis Charlotte, there's serious experience behind the helmet lens there, and he is just searching for a way around Chris Huddlestone. So Chris doing a wonderful job, but then look at the punch. The wobbly 2-stroke gets out of the corner. You're going to pull up alongside him down the centre straight here at Manfeild. There's not much room between them, and he'll have the inside line, but the little Yamaha 450 of Chris can just break a little bit deeper as we see Dennis up the inside. So surely now with the drag race down the back straight, it will be Dennis Charlotte up into second place ahead of Chris Huddlestone. So a great little battle, but meanwhile while they were battling, Jacob Stroud has snuck off into the distance with over 4-second advantage heading out of Go Media, and he's only going to have 3 laps to go when they cross the line. So another brilliant performance so far from Jacob Stroud. Then look at this drag race down the line. Chris Huddlestone, Dennis Charlotte, nothing in it as they cross the line with Dennis just ahead of Chris, but Chris has got that lightweight machine head under brakes and had a little dive up the inside. I don't think he's going to be close enough. Doesn't appear to be close enough, so we're just going to follow Dennis around, and then Dennis, that 2-stroke's going to be awesome with the flowing speed through the S's, and Dennis Charlotte now comfortably into second place. So see if he's got anything for Jacob out in front with 3 laps to go.
Pretty respectable ride there for the man in 5th place, Johnny Lewis, number 54 from Nelson. First time at Manfeild. He's done a few of the New Zealand Superbike Championships over the years down south. First time at Manfeild. Of course, we haven't been here for the New Zealand Superbike since 2014, so a 5-year gap. Great to be back in the Manawatu. And awesome weather this weekend, absolutely outstanding weather, but Johnny Lewis is also up for the next week. He's going home, he's going to bring his family up next Thursday, and Taupo's another track he's not actually raced at, so really respectable ride for him in the 54th place, on the 54 machine. Also rides a big Aprilia V4 in the Bears class, and it was very strong down at the Burtman Road Challenge, including on the street race this year. So Johnny Lewis, the builder from Nelson, great work. Lizard Racing there, leading the race there with Jacob Stroud there in the front, slowing down 0.8 seconds slower than his best time. He's got this race in control. 5.6 seconds, 0.686 between Dennis Charlotte and Chris Huddlestone there in second place. We can see that battle coming out of the Toyota corner. I said 586 thousandths of a second, yeah, something like that, 0.6 of a second, but it has closed up on the infield there, Brad Ritchie.
Yeah, absolutely. Dennis Charlotte was another drag race across the line, so that 450 of Chris's just seems to have that superior mid-corner speed as the Go Media corners and other sweeping corners like that, but Dennis Charlotte, he's a lot of experience behind him and knows the defensive lines to take, but there we go, Jacob Stroud, full credit to him on the Kramer out at the moment. He's got a massive advantage as he heads into Higgins and out onto the back straight. So brilliant stuff from Shusey Racing and Team Lizard and Honda Cars, all the good sponsors behind Jacob Stroud, Zero Bike of course there in behind this awesome Kramer, and you have to go down the pits and have a look at it. It is a beautiful motorcycle to have a look at. And we go back to another great motorcycle you've got to go and have a look at, the Wobbly 400 they call it. And a 2-stroke 400cc machine there in second place, and you see Chris Huddlestone sneak up onto the back wheel of him as they head down onto the front straight, but that is white flag out, 1 lap to go. Dennis Charlotte second place, Chris Huddlestone in third. We go to Kieran O'Neill in fourth, Johnny Lewis in fifth with Scotty Finlay there in sixth place. That's your F3 battle, or your super light as it's now called, formerly called Formula 3 now. We know it as the super light class, but that battle for the 125 GP 250 podium is heated up with Yanni Shaw now ahead of Jason Hearn with Chris Malcolm there in third place. So the two D6 Motorsport bikes with the IMD of the Beagles Racing team in there. So Yanni Shaw, he's got a massive 85-point lead in the championship. So,
well, the thing being is after this race, we've got the race later today and the racing and qualifying. We've got 101 points. If Yanni wins this race, he's going to take out the New Zealand Championship. There's 85 points between them at the moment. He'll get 25. Yanni Shaw leads over Jason Hearn. Jason Hearn's in second place. But after this race is concluded, there's 101 points, so it could be the first of our New Zealand Championships fall to an Aussie, eh? Well, it's a while since an Aussie got a New Zealand Championship, but that was, I think, Robbie Bugden there for many years, took out the Superbike Championship. So Yanni Shaw could be getting a New Zealand Championship. And of course, all results are provisional for 30 minutes after the race. We've got to do that. We've got to announce them as being provisional only, and that's the standard throughout the New Zealand Superbike. Dennis Charlotte still on the hunt there. And we've got 0.1 of a second as they go across the start-finish line there and got second place. So it was Jacob Stroud, Chris Huddleston, Dennis Charlotte, first, second and third. We've got Kyron O'Neill coming through there in fourth place. Johnny Lewis, Scotty Finlay, Neil Chappell, on the 43 bike should be coming through. And where is this? Wow, there it is, Yanni Shaw. I'm pretty sure that's New Zealand Championship, Neil Ritchie.
No, not yet.
I think he's going to have a 90-point lead because Jason's got second place there, so that's going to be...
Okay, it's not. Sorry, I can't do maths very well, and you guys are better at it. Yep, all right then, so it's going to go down to the next one.
Yeah, for sure. So, 90 points. So the writing is on the wall there, and the fat lady's warming up the tonsils in the 125 GP Championship. But good stuff from Jason Hearn and the Beagles Racing team. Managed to get second place and kept the championship fight alive. So, there we go. Great action all on this two classes in one race. And we've got the update with Jacob Stroud ahead of Chris Huddleston, Dennis Charlotte in third, Johnny Lewis in fourth, with Kyron O'Neill actually is entered the Superlight B, so he doesn't come up on our screen, but he was ahead of him on the track. And then we go 125 GP 250 mono, and it was Yanni Shaw ahead of Jason Hearn. Chris Malcolm on the second of the D6 Motorsport 250F. He is in third place. Jeremy Huddleston up in fourth. Daniel Jenkins there in fifth with Logan Rowell in sixth place, actually top six in the 125 250 mono. So that was a brilliant race, and well done. Full credit to Team Lizard Racing and Jacob Stroud. Another win on that beautiful Kramer. So full credit to them. And Neil will have a double podium to do. So busy times ahead. For him.
And I'm going to go and study some maths. Sorry, folks. Getting a bit confused, but thanks for clearing that up, folks.
Well, another magic good morning here at Manfeild DHL Express in our New Zealand Superbike round number 4, and Dennis Charlotte here. Welcome back to Manfeild. Have you ever done an add up as to how many laps you've done here?
No, I don't think I could, Neil.
It's been certainly so great. Do you remember the first time you raced here? Is that a reflection?
Yeah, I suppose, yeah. I went to 125 here the first time I came here in the Suzuki Series.
It's a moon or two ago, so great to see. Well done. All right. Place, it's hard work out there.
Yeah, it's real hard work on a two-stroke. It's forced to get it corners. The lines are sort of over, so yeah, it's quite difficult. If I get to the start, I'll be up there with them.
All right, okay. So Dennis having an opportunity. Well, so we've already seen this man on the podium today, but now in a different class. Chris Huddleston, second place. You had to work for that one.
All worked all race long for that one. Yeah, it didn't really fire yesterday. We made some big changes with the bike overnight, and Friday practice was just a night engine up, which was our good engine, which was everything we're pinning the last 2 rounds on. So yeah, we worked hard last night, gearing changes, geometry changes, and just everything, map changes, just didn't stop, and hey, we're so much closer today. Stoked. So many people to thank, Angus Boyd and Rob Boyd for all their help getting me in and out, and up here and everything, and Goose's Screen Design, True Moto for the dyno tuning on my bike, which is just, as you can see, it's every bit as fast as everything else, so I just got to ride it better.
There you go. Well done, Chris, and a great result. Our hero, Ed and Jacob Stroud. Jacob, you just seem to be feeling better and better. Yesterday, you weren't happy with your performance, yet you got a win today. You must be happy because your win's at even greater margin.
Yeah, no, we rode really well. We got that start, and I knew that would be really important because we had to fight with Dennis and Chris. I think we might struggle against them down the straight. I had great communication from the team, telling me exactly how far they were, and I knew once it got to 4 or 5 seconds, I could sort of slow down the pace a little bit and not push so hard, because I mean every sort of lap to it before then was sort of under lap record pace. We were pushing so hard to get it there, and yeah, we just couldn't really be happier.
Excellent indeed. So your Super Light Formula 3 podium, ladies and gentlemen, well done. Great effort indeed. Yeah. Thank you. Look at this for the change of our podium as we rock straight into our 125 and 250 mono line. Yanni on board here in the centre. Looking for the others. So here we go with our 125 250 mono, effectively Moto 3 podium, and third place here at the moment with Chris. What race? That was great, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was an awesome race. Really enjoyed myself. Got a great start, cut through the traffic a bit, and then just paced myself to the finish. So yeah, great race.
Right, is it sort of a positive or a negative that you got the super lights in amongst you? Are they a bit of a magnet to help you draw you along, or have you got to find different lines? How do you find it out there?
It's a little bit challenging at the start, just cutting through them because they're a little bit slower, the tail enders. But once you got through them, it's fine. Yeah.
See, well done and deserve it of that as we rock down here to Jason. Well, Jason, if we put the clock back to the first race, you got the better of me, and then there was an that Yanni getting you back since, but you were able to fight and hang with him a bit better that time. A pleasing performance.
Yeah, thanks to the super lights. Also racing another 2 super lights here, so it's hard work, but I tried my best, and yeah, I did what I could do. But thanks to Biggles Racing and BAS Expansion Joints and everyone that makes it possible. So yeah.
Well done, Jason. To Yanni, welcome back here. Man, what a busy man now. Your second day here at Manfeild. What was that race like?
Yeah, good. I understand the track a little bit better, and it was good once we got through that super light traffic. It was nice, so we could get out in front and focus on the race.
Right, you've come over from Australia, and thank you. You're adding to the class of our field. We need to have more Moto 3 and 250 monos in our lineup. What have we got to do in New Zealand to get your class to grow?
More Vegemite.
More Vegemite. There we go. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Okay, we'll start with that.
No, honestly, I'm not sure. The support's great from MNZ. Me coming over here, and of course Australia doesn't have a Moto 3 championship, so it's the only championship I can compete in locally, I guess. But yeah, I'm not sure what they could do, but keep doing what they're doing, running the class, and I'm sure you'll attract more people from across the ditch.
Great to see. Well done. So there we go, folks. How about that? There's podium for our Super Mono and 125 GP lineup. Great to see. Well done.